Hi guys, for those of you who don't know me, I am Chanel. Um, I have lived experience of criminal criminal history, and uh, I was a care leaver as well. So I was an ex-offender and I was a care leaver. Um, and I'm on a little mission to share and care. Basically, I want to share my life experiences with everybody. I want people to understand that they're not alone, and that there's other people out there who have been with the struggles. I want people to know that, although our experiences are different, we all stand united, because I believe the way that people connect and learn to love and network and associate with one another is through the power of sharing experiences. And so that's what I'm here to do for the next 10 weeks. So, for those of you who aren't on my LinkedIn and don't know about the project that I am currently setting up, what I'm trying to do is create a project called Share and Care. So, for the next 10 weeks, there's going to be one video per week, and each week we're going to be discussing one topic from a list of topics that I've shared on LinkedIn. I will share them on my other social media pages as well. Just so everyone understands where I'm coming from with things. And what I'd like is for everybody to comment, share the videos, ask me any questions, share your stories too in the comment sections, because you never know who you might be helping. You never know who might need to know that there's other people out there at that time. And if you can prevent just one person from going down the wrong path or taking their life, because that's what the difference is between that, then, you know, this is something that's worth doing. Okay, so on to my first topic. My first topic was about the pandemic, because it's at the forefront of everyone's mind. We're currently in our third lockdown, and it's something that needs to be discussed. It's something that has affected everybody. Um, Nobody's worse off than the next, in my opinion, because everybody is entitled to feel what they feel. Nobody's wrong for that, and you know, one person might feel that their situation's worse because they don't know how to deal with their feelings. The next person might know how to deal with their feelings. So we're all different, but like I said, sharing is how we connect with each other. So, what can I say about the pandemic? There's a lot to tell you, but I guess I can start with the fact that I was working for a really great company when we went into our first lockdown. They dealt with it amazingly, and still are today, from what I can gather. And they looked after their staff really well, made sure we didn't want for anything. So I guess I can say that I was very happy in my job at the time, and anyone that knows me knows that I value my job. Like, I cling on to it because it saved my life. Um, it stopped me from reoffending and going back into prison again, as I spent most of my life in and out of institutions. So, yeah, my job at the time was something that was a savior, really. So I we went into lockdown on the 23rd of March, 2020. It was the first lockdown, and I remember sitting with my colleagues, and I think I had my head in my hands and I was panicking. I was worried. I thought, right, this is it. They're going to close everything down. that's gonna be that's gonna be the end of it. That's gonna be the end of my career. And they're just gonna say no more about it. And I was very wrong. Uh, if it wasn't for the company I was working for, I think uh, my mental health would have deteriorated a lot worse than it did at the time. Um, so I'm very thankful to them for keeping us all sane during that period. But what I really want to talk to you about is during the first lockdown. Uh, there were times that I felt depressed. There were times that I felt alone. Um, I really had quite a bad drinking problem at that point. I was drinking a lot and not eating enough. So I did lose quite a bit of weight during the first lockdown. Um, and I have no family in terms of mother, father. I had nobody to support me through that, but I did have some friends from work, which I had FaceTime with them, and video calls and general chit chats. And I felt like everyone was going through the same thing. Everyone just wanted to get back to work, and we were just praying for the day when we could go back to serving amazing food and giving good hospitality again. So yeah, kind of had that to go through. So I started drinking quite heavily, and started doing a couple of things to occupy my time. Like I was trying to learn how to play the guitar, and I gave up simply because I just thought I can't do this. I was in a shared house at the time in a little box room, and I was stuck there. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go out and see my friends. I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do pretty much like the rest of the country. But it's different when you haven't got any family with you. It's hard. You still experience loneliness when you have your family around you, but this was a different kind of loneliness. It was like a dark hand, like trying to suffocate me, trying to creep over my face, and I didn't like the way that it was feeling because it was familiar to me based on past experiences. And yeah, I guess it was just hard going through those times really. And then when we got the call to say, okay, we're going back to work in May, but we're opening for delivery only, I just remember feeling this sense of relief. Uh, my heart almost skipped a beat. I could not wait to get back through those doors and get back doing what I love doing. Um, and I was so relieved to see my friends as well, like other people. It was because that was a really hard time going through that. Being at home by myself. Managed to reconnect to some old friends as well. So some good did come out of the first lockdown. Um, and then I kind of explored more opportunities at work. I kind of pushed for something that I thought I wanted after after the first lockdown. I thought I wanted to jump from sous chef to head chef, and so I asked my area manager to relocate me to a different site up north. Um, and this is after the lockdown had finished. And yeah, so she did it. She relocated me up there, and I thought I really wanted it at the time because I thought, you know what, life's too short. I don't want to feel what I've been feeling through the lockdown. I need to just grab life with both hands and just get on with it. Um, Needless to say, when I got there, I struggled immensely because, in all honesty and truthfully, I really wasn't ready to do the job. I wasn't ready for it, and I admitted that to the people that I was working with, and so I came back to my original position. Um, and then yeah, I just came back and got on with it, got my head down, tried to get on with what I needed to do. And then they started to announce that, you know, in December there's going to be another lockdown. We don't know what's going to happen over Christmas. And then all the tier restrictions were pretty confusing for everyone as well. So we didn't know what was going to happen with that. Um, yeah, it was pretty difficult to get my head around, to be honest with you. Um, and I thought Christmas was gonna go completely different to how it did, and it didn't. Um, I ended up getting ill myself. I ended up getting COVID, like literally through the Christmas period. Uh, so myself and my other half, we were both extremely ill, and um, it was really frustrating at the time because I wanted to enjoy Christmas because it was the first one I was having with my other half, and then we were getting frustrated with each other because none of us could get up to do anything, like sort the house out and get stuff together. So we were getting frustrated with each other really. But this is what happens in life. Couples go through things. I'm sure there's been plenty of times where people have wanted to, strangle their partners throughout lockdown, but at the end of the day, if you know how to talk and communicate, you can get through anything together. And I'm no relationship counselor, but I know that talking works as an adult. So yeah, and then I guess there were a few factors last year that contributed to this, but at the end in December, I just decided, do you know what? I'm gonna hand my notice in at work. I'm gonna see if there's something else I can be doing out there. I'm gonna try and do some good in the world because that was kind of my mission when I came out of prison. But I needed something at the time that was going to pay the bills, and you know, that was I could build my skills with at the same time. And Honest did a great job with me. I thank them right now because I wouldn't be here today without them. Um, and the other support networks that I had. So yeah, I handed in my notice, um, and then I couldn't go back to work for the last 2 weeks because obviously I had COVID. Didn't want to pass it on, and I wanted to be responsible. So I stayed at home and said my farewells to my friends, and New Year's Eve was the last day that I was on Honest's books. Um, it's made me really happy. Um, being able to focus on what I want to do and the next steps in life and trying to help others. So I feel quite lucky in the fact that I can do that and, you know, focus on which path I want my career to go in and what I'm gonna do with it. So yeah, I feel relatively happy about that. But I guess the things that are highlighted in this talk about the pandemic are, you know, you should never go for something if you're not 100% certain that that is what you want. there is some good to come out of every negative. You just have to think about it logically. When you're in your rational mind, take some time, think about all the positive things that have come out of the negatives, and try to see the bright side of things. Number 3, your mental health is of the utmost importance. So don't fuel yourself with drink or drugs or whatever sort of aid that people need to get through things. Use a positive aid instead. So I found meditation, going for long walks, and just general self-care pretty refreshing and helpful to deal with my self-care. Just all I can say is to just really look after your head. You can look after the physical side of yourself and can be the fittest person on the planet, but your mental well-being is really important as well. So now we're in our 3rd lockdown, and I can say that I'm pretty positive about what's coming this year, because I've got some projects in the pipeline. I've got some stuff to look forward to, and I want to make a big impact on society. I want to give back to communities. I wanna help as many people as I can this year. So yeah, I guess I could say that I'm feeling pretty positive about 2021, and I hope that people will reach out to me, and I'm here for it for all of you. Anybody, anytime. I'm here for anyone. I'll drop my email along with this video, and you can get in touch with me if you need to. If you need to just have a chat, a coffee chat, whatever it is that you need, I am here for you. And so are many other organisations out here. Many other organisations can help you deal with stuff. But if you just need an anonymous person that you're never going to see again to speak to, I'm your girl. So yeah, just I guess stay positive, be happy, be grateful, live each day to the fullest, and just take it on and turn anything negative into a positive. The good days will come back, the light's gonna come back into your life, and eventually all of this will be a blur. So I'm gonna sign out now. I hope it's given you guys some enlightenment, the first video. I promise not to drone on too much in my next few videos. I just figured that people that don't know me, I guess, needed to know a little bit more about me. So who's this girl chatting away on videos? And yeah, I hope that you guys get in touch with me and you enjoy this, and I hope that I can meet many new people through the powers of doing this. So take care, everybody, and stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.